Well, gracious greetings, St. Stephen family and guests. Welcome to another edition of Living Water for a Thirsty Thursday. Well, here we are with one of our own. Grew up here at St. Stephen, Mr. Grover Richardson. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
No complaints, no complaints. Good to see you. He is now grown, gone on his own, has a wife and two children, out there making his living, doing his thing. Just grateful that he came by St. Stephen just to share a little bit of time. Couldn't let him get away without asking him a question about what we're talking about this week, really this month. And we've been talking about lying. People lie. And so we asked that question last week. Why do people lie? And remember, we gave the top 5 reasons. And we said we wanted to get a little view from some others. And so today we want to do just that. So we're going to put Mr. Richardson on the spot. He did not know the subject, but we're going to ask Brother Richardson, in your own opinion, why do you think people lie?
That is a great question. Self-preservation. They are looking out for themselves. Can I give an example?
Absolutely.
All right. My 3-year-old likes to take toys with him to bed. Sometimes he takes the really hard toys that wake him up at night. And so we tell him, don't put them in your bed. I go in his bed, see the toys. He hides it with his blanket. He says, there are no toys here. I'm like, I literally see the toys. They're right there.
Oh, God.
So yeah, he just self-preservation. He wants to keep the toys in the bed. So
Wow. Too funny. Too funny. Have you had someone to lie to you or lie on you? And then how did you try to handle that, or how did you handle it if it's happened?
I can't think of a professional time where somebody lied on me. If somebody lied about me or said something bad about me, I usually try to stay away from it. So and usually I don't try to gossip or anything like that. I think that's how I avoid a lot of those awkward conversations. So yeah, I don't think I've had that happen yet.
Well, it's good that it hasn't. That's a good thing. And so for people, someone that has to kind of admit to themselves today that they have an issue with lying, like you said, and it could be for that very reason you said, self-preservation. They're trying to keep from being embarrassed or being ashamed, or they feel like they're gonna get promoted or pushed ahead by saying this lie. What would be your own advice to those that are listening right now to avoid lying moving forward? What would you say?
I would really look inside and ask yourself, why are you telling the lie? I struggled with lying when I was a teenager, and a lot of times when I was lying was because I was uncomfortable with the truth, and I was uncomfortable with people knowing the truth. Not that it was bad, it was just I felt that they would feel bad about knowing what the truth was. And so once I processed those feelings, it was much easier for me to just say what it was. So yeah, I would look inside, ask yourself, why do I feel this way about that truth?
Like that, man. As you start off with the question, ask yourself, why do you want to tell this lie? And then more specifically, I think where you went with the truth portion is critically important. That for some reason, I may not want the truth to come out. And then why is that? Right? And just be willing to deal with that truth rather than the consequences of a lie. Yeah, we can roll with that.
There we go.
Good stuff. I call him G Rover. Good stuff there, sir. Much appreciated for the insight and the help. It's always good to see you. Looking great. Keep it going. Well, we'll continue to keep this. We'll put a bow on it next week as we talk about why do people lie. Again, thanks to Grover Richardson for sharing his insights. Continue to make God proud in all you say, think, and do.